Let's speak about some Eastern European foods that would probably make Americans go into a shock or a coma. First of all, these are Romanian foods, and I'm from the western part of the country in Banat, that's part of Transylvania, so they are typical for my region, and I'm talking from my point of view. So first of all, a thing that shocks everybody is the meat jelly. I actually like the meat jelly, and the meat jelly is very easy to be made. You just put pork's feet, pork's ears, pork tongue, and pork tail if you have it. Pork tail is hard to find because a pork has just one tail. Some people just add extra meat if they want to have more meat to it. You add salt, pepper, and cover it with water and just let it cook until the meat is tender. You pick the meat off the bones, put it into small balls, and add the broth on top of it. And some people like to put paprika on top. I don't like it personally, but it looks nicer. It's red, it's pretty, and you serve it cold. That's delicious. I actually like it. It's salty. Like technically, it just tastes like salt and garlic. Have I said garlic? Don't forget the garlic. Garlic is important. Garlic is like the base of Eastern European cuisine. This is why we are all so pretty. There's another version of meat jelly that a lot of people don't know that it exists. It's actually the stomach of the pork that gets filled with all type of organs that are cut small, and it's called Toba. That's actually the name would be translated into drum. The Toba gets filled with the meat, it gets cooked again, then it gets smoked, and then it's like a breakfast type of meat or a dinner type of meat that you just cut, you peel the skin off, and you just eat it with bread, or you just eat it by itself with some vegetables or whatever. I'm going to add pictures of both. Another thing that would bring Americans into coma for winter holidays is the blutwurst or the sângerete. It's what the name says, a blood sausage, and it's blood in pork. It's pork intestines filled with blood and pieces of bacon, but the part of bacon that's just fat, not the part that has meat, so you have this marbled aspect to it. I could never eat that, not because of the blood, but because of the bacon part. The blood is seasoned and it has a very like spicy taste, but depends on the butcher who is preparing it. It varies. Again, this is considered a breakfast food for the holidays especially, and for the winter season in Eastern Europe, as it can be served fresh. This means the blood is just cooked, everything is cool, or it gets smoked, so you have a more smoky taste. Its brother is the leberwurst or katabosul, and that one is again like a sausage, and you have the skin that's filled with like a pate type deal. It can be more grainy or more creamy, again depends on the way the butcher decides to cook that thing. Another base of the winter Eastern European cuisine are the normal pork sausages. They can be either cured, smoked, and served dry, like you just cut pieces of sausage. I used to love it as a child, just to add some butter on a piece of bread and pieces of sausage and just eat it like a sandwich. Or the raw sausage that you are going to fry and you're just eating it like a normal fried sausage, like however it floats your boat. Another thing that Americans probably are going to have a shock if they hear about is the fact that we here in Eastern Europe used to put pork lard on bread, spice it, season it with red paprika and salt and some garlic, and just eat it the way you eat like a sandwich, like a slice of bread with some spread on top of it. And I actually used to love it as a child. And then there is slanina, there is barbilla de pork, that would be translated pork chin. It's actually the chin of the pork that gets cooked with garlic and salt, then it's is cold, and then you have the slices of actually cholesterol pork fat, but it tastes so delicious and it just melts in your mouth. So the base of our Eastern European cuisine is more or less pork. And I hope I scared you enough. And if you ever come to Eastern Europe and your host doesn't really like you or likes you a lot is going to prepare pork jelly for you, because it's a very something that's considered a delicacy and you should enjoy it. But just tell them that you're not so into pork jelly if you're a beginner, or maybe you like it, because honest to God, I love it. It's so delicious. If you like spicy, if you like savory stuff, it's very delicious, but depends how you feel about textures. So Merry Christmas from Romania. Ciao.